How do you do, people from Maryland and other parts of United States of America? Why so? Because this time we actually have a release from that area, Baltimore, United States of America. Now, every now and then, everybody will have this release that you didn't even know of, you didn't know the band, you didn't know the artist, and it's something good. It is underground, or it is just something that is not yet to be revealed kind of a talent. This was Unendlich, with an album called Paradox of a Broken World. This one is a peculiar case for a couple of reasons. First of all, fourth album by rather unknown band. What is more peculiar is that the quality is actually good, which makes the first question so bizarre to me. Why is this so unknown? Why is this mostly either self-financed or with some small labels? I won't know the answer by this very review, but I can't keep asking myself why. This is an album that is very likely to challenge many of the classics coming from black metal territory or genre, so I'm just asking myself, why on earth this is self-financed CDR when the quality is actually pretty much top-notch, or at least very close to it. Okay, I'll be honest about it. This is not some 9 out of 10 like an album. This is good, but this is not great. But, I mean, so many labels, even quite big ones, have albums which are not nearly as good as this one. So it makes me wonder, what is wrong with the artist? Is this the way he wants to go? Just, unsigned, or doing with small labels, operating self-financed and all, instead of just, selling the soul or the product, licensing or otherwise, to the big industry out there. I don't know, but it doesn't matter when it comes to actual music, and that's what we are discussing here. Now, as you can see, this band or project is indeed coming from Maryland area, United States, Baltimore, and fourth album, and it seems to be only one person, Michael Connors. And the rest, there are other live musicians, past members, and so forth, but this seems to come down to this one person doing everything here, which makes this album even better than you would imagine. I mean, there's so many solo projects which are a little bit this and that when it comes to not only songwriting, but handling all the instruments and lyrics. Sometimes solo projects, for a reason, use drum machine because they're mostly like guitar, vocalist kind of people who just are able to handle when it comes to string instruments. You handle guitar, you can pretty much do the basic bass stuff, and then you do vocals, and you worry not about the rest. Maybe you hire a drummer, or maybe you just use drum machine. Either works if you can handle it, but this type of stuff actually makes me wonder, like, why operate solo? Then again, if you can handle it without stress and all, why not? Now, this comes with some 45 minutes of material with 10 songs. The basic classic kind of stuff. And the style is somewhat melodic, a little bit keyboard driven black metal with definite load of aggression and kind of intensity so many other bands seems to lack, especially in this territory. Now, even if this is melodic black metal with keyboards and all, it doesn't mean this is one of those symphonic black metal. Actually, I would rather say this is closer to bands like Marduk, because of this intensity and fast tempo than so-called atmospheric black metal or these so-called symphonic black metal, which kind of tend to build these epic landscapes with their music and having the enormous amount of keyboard layers and all that stuff. So Unendlich keeps this a little bit more moderate when it comes to the music, but it's very melodic driven. Not only fast tempo, this is a project that understands diversity and variation are the key elements to keeping the interest high. That is, whenever people get bored of some 45 minutes of blast beats kind of a thing, you understand, okay, let's slow down. You can pick up the bass later on, and because of this variety, let's call them waves, there's more interest because it's not just one trick pony doing the one song 10 times over and get it done with it. What's also rather interesting that, unlike so many solo projects, this one actually features rather good production. I mean, the guitars sound clean, crisp, and still powerful. It's not like one of those solo projects where the guitar sound is just anything from raw to unbearable. This sounds really good, And the drums, I couldn't, find a problem with that. Now those raspy vocals are quite mediocre in style, so not bad. Very, very much listenable, but not like, wow, I'm gonna check out this guy's vocal work or whatever. So there are no weak points or flaws as such. It's very, very steady, very solid, very consistent in terms of quality, production, and songwriting. Now obviously what matters the most is the songwriting, and that's where this band does about 90% really, really nicely. Well, the 10% means that, this is not that 8.5 or 9 out of 10 or better, but a little bit less than that, but still good overall. I must say that Paradoxes of Broken World is quite typical in so many ways, yet on the other hand it also has parts that remind me of like modern day Enslaved. At least the first part is like, hey, this could be an Enslaved cover part or whatever. But anyway, overall this is very, very nicely done. Nicely done an album. I was gonna say a debut album, but this is the fourth album. And as such, I can't just, once again but ask why on earth this is not on a bigger label with better spread through distributions and record shops and whatever. Anyway, I hope that you people will check out this band, nevertheless being a CDR, one-man project and all that stuff. I mean, it's kind of an unknown band name, yet at least to me anyway, but it deserves more attention. Surprised me positively because I didn't have the expectation this to be that good. Once again, good, not great, but definitely worth listening to. Thank you for checking out this review. Take care and spread the love. I mean music, man, not the actual love. Bye bye.